Yeah, Cade, you know, after redistricting a couple of years ago, our region of the state lost representation here at the Capitol. Right now, only 20 of the 236 members of the General Assembly now represent our part of the state, and frankly, it's really not a very diverse group. Of those 20, 16 are Republicans, only 4 Democrats. It's made up of 16 men and only 4 women. Our region's delegation includes 17 white lawmakers and just 3 African Americans. It is kind of interesting to take a look at what full-time jobs our lawmakers hold or held. A few of them are retired. Appropriately for our agricultural part of the state, 5 farmers represent us here in Atlanta. We have 4 folks involved in health care, 3 teachers, 3 businessmen. 2 are involved in law, an attorney and a retired judge, plus 2 in the construction and real estate field, and 1 funeral director. And all those lawmakers will go to work this morning. Both the House and Senate will be gavelled into session at 10 o'clock. And guys, one other thing, you should be able to see the gold dome behind me. Normally, the big dome right back there on the Capitol is brightly lit. I don't know if the governor forgot to pay the power bill or it's budget cuts or I need to climb up there and change some light bulbs or something, but I'll work on that when we get over to the Capitol a little bit later. Yeah, many of you are disillusioned with how Congress works or doesn't work these days. State lawmakers here under the Gold Dome don't want you to confuse them with the Washington politicians. As the General Assembly session begins, lawmakers say they're getting right to work.
It's probably going to be a really fast session.
This year's election calendar is moved up. Primaries will be held in May rather than July, so these lawmakers, all of whom are up for re-election, want to get their business done quickly. Top priority, the budget.
We anticipate that we will be moving rather rapidly on the budget. The amended 14 will probably be dealt with in committee within the next week. And then we'll start working on the 15 budget.
There will be battles over the budget, always are, but a government shutdown or not passing a budget, that's not an option.
We know we've got a deadline, and to have a deadline makes us stick to it and get the job done. And that's what the taxpayers want from us.
And even though there will be partisan fights here in Atlanta, state lawmakers say they generally work together better than members of Congress.
I think there's more of a reaching across the aisle than, say, in Congress, because, you know, we are closer to our constituency.
And they have 39 more in-session days to prove that. Yeah, 1 day down, and neither house was in session very long today, just a little more than an hour to get things going. I'll see you back here live from Atlanta at 6 o'clock with a closer look at the upcoming budget battle.